am Red Cyclone! Yeah!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. I'm your host, Louis Deans, and I'm here with Merc with the mic.
Yep. I'm here and broke.
Already, they
man.
got you.
You know what? I made a tally of what everything's gonna cost eventually, and I'm just like, fuck me.
Oh boy, did you see the Zeo Power Ranger?
You know what? So those I saw in person, and I had the feel for it, and I did not care for them.
I don't know, man. He looked pretty good.
And they look really cool, but when you actually like hold them and shit, they feel like Barbie dolls.
Well, you're not supposed to touch him. You're supposed to display him in a case.
I don't have space for that shit.
Get you a case. Cool. Get you that putty.
No putties.
That ugly face.
I see enough putties on AEW.
Oh no! Damn. Watch out, ladies. Watch out, Wardlow opponents.
Yeah, San Diego Comic-Con was this weekend, and they showcased so much shit that's coming out, and just hurt my pockets every single thing they introduced. But me, I'm a big turtle collector, so that's what really hit my shit. Was just a lot of the box sets they announced, and a lot of the new Toon Turtles, the new movie stuff, and everything like in that in between. WWE figures kind of showed a lot of stuff that I was like, ooh, that actually looks cool too. And there's just tons of stuff that's coming out. They also talked about new comic books coming out, but that was not really my focus. It was more the toys. So
I saw something that's interesting. Last Ronin 2. Re-Evolution? Yes. That's a new series?
Yes.
Like a book?
So right now they're doing the Lost Years, which is kind of a spin-off that takes place before the Last Ronin with Mikey, but also has a side story with the new turtles, the new clones. So if you read Last Ronin at the end, there's still 4 turtles alive, and they used the DNA of the original turtles to make them. So there's 4 turtles now, and they all name different language, but they all name number 1. And then each one is a different language of the number 1.
Gotcha.
And they're cute. They're funny. One's an asshole. There's one that's always hungry. There's one that kind of has the Donatello, wants to tinker with everything, and then the other one's kind of like the funny one and stuff like that. But that's coming out. So the next one that's coming out is supposed to be Dumb Grown and Dumb Learning from Casey's daughter to be the turtles, to be the ninjas again.
Gotcha.
So that's where that comic is going to start leading to. Because if you look at the turtles, they are not Mikey, Don, Leo, and Raph. They are the new ones.
Yeah.
And I'm interested to see where it goes. I'm not crazy about the Lost Years right now. Like I'm reading the books, and I'm not crazy about the storyline going into Last Ronin, because just Mikey's just feels like a lost bum kind of thing, and I'm not crazy about his story, but the side story with the new turtles, I am actually digging that part.
That's cool. I didn't know anything about it, so it's pretty dope.
NECA showed a shit ton of turtles that are coming out, a whole line of Usagi getting a 4-pack, which I might have to get. They're doing the urban turtles with the leather jackets and the sunglasses. Little subjects that their version first, but they're okay. They're not the greatest, but they're okay. These NECA ones look amazing and look like it has a lot of detail, so I'm actually excited for those. Another one that caught my eye, it was not turtle related, is the DC collectibles. They have a four figure set, and the build is the Condiment King.
That's great. All right.
So it's the figures are Batman, Robin, Scarecrow, and Mr. Freeze, and then they all build the Condiment King. So that I will actually get that just because of the Condiment King.
That sounds pretty dope.
Another one that caught
That's
my eye
dope.
was the Batman classic TV series. These are from McFarlane, and they have their own version of the like what was 60s Batman, 60s Superman will look. So they have a
Really?
version of
Okay.
that, and that's actually pretty cool.
Okay.
Um,
I like that.
Batman and Robin getting figures,
I saw.
bat nips and all.
They don't deserve it, but they getting them and they look good.
Yeah. The one, all right. So I'll say these are some of the things that really caught my eye and caught my attention more than anything in this con, because there's a lot of things we could go the whole cast and like explaining a lot of things, but these are the two, like these are a few things that really caught my eye. The first thing is the X-Men 97 figures.
And these are different from the ones that were already coming out.
So these are supposed to be like remastered versions of the original figures, but just Marvel Legends style.
Of the Toy Biz, you mean?
Yes.
Okay.
So the
But how
first,
do they do that? Because are they trying to replicate everything that was like in the package? Because those figures were, for the most part, pretty bare bones, and
Yeah.
then one or two of them came with like some goofy accessory. So
more,
they're not-
I say more of the like just the style of the figure, like the packaging is like a homage to it, but the figures are gonna be more Marvel Legends style, so they're gonna be bendable and things like that. Wolverine's claws does not go in and out because your arms will have to be stiff if you have that feature.
we don't have the technology yet.
Yes, but so far the first wave is gonna be Wolverine, is gonna be Storm with the Mohawk. It's gonna be Gambit, which looks like a cartoon Gambit, or Rogue, which they did a really good job with as well. Bishop looks pretty badass. Magneto is gonna be in that set, and then there's also a box set that's gonna have Cyclops, Jean Grey, Beast, and the bunch of other X-Men.
And again, these are not in the animation style though.
No,
They don't have the cartoon style.
yeah,
Are
they're supposed to resemble the cartoon.
No, but not like the tapes. How they were painted to look like.
No, they're
Literally
different.
from the
They're
cartoon.
different series. Yes.
Okay. Did
There's-
they finish the tape series?
No, they're still making them. I think Omega Red is the next one.
Oh, come on. Why you had to tell me that?
Yeah, Omega Red is the next one.
Well, time to get on the ball with that one.
So those caught my eye. I actually like the way the figures look. I actually dig the Wolverine that has like the mask as like a hood kind of thing that you can put and it looks like a hood.
Very
And
cool.
also it has a different head that you can put the Wolverine mask on and things like that. So that's one that caught my eye. I was telling you this yesterday that I pulled the trigger and pre-ordered the Biker Mice from Mars because they're making bikes for them, and I'm like, fuck. That was something I said. If they make bikes, then I'll probably pre-order them, and they made bikes, so I pre-ordered them. Also announced that Ryan Reynolds is co-producing a new animated series for Biker Mice from Mars.
Of all the series, why that? That's interesting.
I'm excited. I was a Biker Mice from Mars fan, so I'm excited to see where they go with it. But again, I feel like a lot of people never really actually watched it.
Yeah. I mean, it's just so random though. That's my thing.
They going by Turtles. Turtles is still as hot as it is. Oh, let's get all these clone
How did
fucking
you
animals to do.
But how did you skip the Street Sharks? Because if that was if they were going to that era,
Yeah.
they were like the number 2 toy. Not for the massive popularity, but out of all the knockoffs and all the Me Too,
Actually, by
hey,
popularity
look at
too,
us.
I think Three Sharks was as almost like it was like number 2 to Turtles.
But I'm just saying, like all the, the hoopla of the '90s cartoons,
Yeah.
and we gotta have a team of 4 or 3 mutant things.
Yeah.
Like Street Sharks was the one that had like the advertising dollars in it.
Mm-hmm.
Things, commercials all over the place. So I'm interested to know why nobody's picking up Street Sharks.
Maybe maybe because of the license.
Yeah, you're right.
Usually that's the issue is when the license is hard to attain.
Now listen, I don't want them. I don't want them.
Yeah.
Man, you will not catch me saying Jocelyn. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
But I'm
said
am
it.
curious as to why. Like I said, what happened to Cowboys and Moo Mesa, man?
Yeah.
How you skip them? Also, what's up with if we're going into that era of cartoon, right? And then with Biker Mice from Mars, you go into the era and they have vehicles. I'm just saying, can somebody please scoop up SWATcast?
Yeah. I think so. Again, I think 100% SWAT. We are gonna get a SWAT Cats cartoon soon. Again, there was a Kickstarter for it. It actually hit all the goals and things like that. It's just been very quiet. I feel like we are gonna get the SWAT Cats soon. Maybe within this year, the end of this year, next year. But again, 2020 kind of delayed shit as well. But I know it's in production though.
Not soon enough.
Yeah. And there's no figures yet, so we need figures. NECA, get on that. I think they will do great figures.
True that.
Other things that stood out for me, in particular, what I collect is turtles. NECA turtles. They taking all my monies. They have a whole Last Ronin bunch of figures of all the Ordo turtles. They showed all of them on display. Even Casey Jones. They had the comic book ones that they showcased, Rat King, and this other character. I forgot his name, but he was part of the episode that Donatello had the magic pencil.
Okay, I don't remember that one.
They showed the TCRI professor for Turtles 2. So they have movie figures coming out for Turtles 2, and they also have a big ass foot soldier coming in a 2-pack with that. It's like the one big foot soldier they have.
Okay.
And from the movie. The one that really stood out to me, and I was like, damn, that's a must, and we actually talked about it on the cast last week before they even announced it, was the suit Casey Jones, the workforce Casey Jones, which I'm gonna call it. I'm very excited for that one.
It's like you can't collect your benefits unless you try to get a job. He was like, God damn it.
Yep. Suit and all. And it's supposed to have, you're supposed to be able to remove the jacket and just have the white shirt.
Okay. All right.
They announced the Samurai Mikey, Space Donatello, which are kind of is kind of custom made. It's NECA making them. And what if they had the cartoon turtles in these things? Because they were not part of the cartoon. They showed the evil version of the RoboCop robot. Forgot the name of the character, but there was the evil version. They made a evil version of him. They have a giant ass fucking crane, which is about almost 3 feet tall.
As in, like,
there's a legit freaking giant ass fucking crane.
Is
like
he
the
like
robot in suit.
Is that about the same size as like the Transformers?
It's the size as is the same size as the Marvel Legends Sentinel that they made.
Oh, the little child that you could put on a bike.
Yeah.
Okay.
The 4 Usagi Yojimbos they announced is gonna be on the 4-pack, and just like a history of Usagi Yojimbo. Stan Stasinski actually designed the figures, so I'm actually really excited for those. They have a Mondo Gecko and the comic Archie comic turtles that are coming out, which look pretty dope. They did the whole Galactic War. It was a Galactic Wrestling Federation thing in the comic books, and they all have their costumes from there, and it looks really cool. Those are the things that really stood out to me. Gargoyles movies reported directed by the first dude that directed Thor, so that's coming.
It's like Gargoyles?
Mm-hmm. It's getting a live action movie.
What?
Director of Thor is doing it.
I mean, Thor was alright, but Gargoyles?
Yep.
What? Are they even getting a new cartoon?
I don't know.
That
supposedly there was a poster, but I don't know.
Seems odd.
Power Rangers has a new comic called Power Rangers Academy. This is kind of going to be the future of what Power Rangers is going to be after the current end of the current run. They're kind of going to go into a new team and all that shit, so that's coming out later down the road. They also showcased the Turtle Van, which I pre-ordered, and it looks really dope.
Is it? How big is it in comparison to like the other one you have?
The NECA one is quite bigger in scale because it's supposed to fit the 6 turtles, and it's supposed to be able to fit like 6 figures inside the van. So it has to have some space.
Alright, okay.
And then my big Justice League versus Godzilla and King Kong. I don't know how that's gonna work, but that's happening. And the last but not least, the thing that really caught my eye is what Spider-Man 2 showed on the San Diego Comic-Con. They had a brand new trailer featuring Harry Osborn, featuring more clues of what Venom is really gonna look like. The final version of what he's gonna look like and shit looks really dope. And they showcased the system that's gonna have the side plates and the controller that's gonna come with the system, but you also can buy the side plates and the controller on the side. Which shout out to Jeremy Sriracha from Popcorn and Cast. He gave me a birthday gift card for my birthday, which I'm gonna purchase that.
Yes, sir.
So, yes. Those are the stands out for me. Oh, and also, last but not least, the 87 cartoon rights are with Nickelodeon now. So the 87 cartoon is going to be on Paramount very soon.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm sure.
Gotcha. Right. I see some stuff that looks pretty cool that we didn't talk about.
Yep.
I don't know who Syndicate Collectibles are.
Oh, the freaking Bloodsport shit look dope.
Yeah, I see the Robin there, the Jean-Claude Van Damme, and the Bolo Young, which is actually pretty cool. I might have to get that Bolo.
Yeah.
Did I see that they also shout outs to Double Dragon because they about to double dip because the game is about to come out this Thursday. But their Syndicate is also making some pretty accurate to I think like the first game.
Yeah. Like
the box art for the original game of the two Double Dragons, Billy and Jimmy, and I believe Shadow. I don't know if he was the Shadow Master, Shadow Lord, Shadow Boss. I think it was.
Yeah, Shadow Boss.
I think it was the original guy with the gun.
Yeah.
He looks badass here. Like there's just a lot of stuff I didn't expect to see at all.
Yeah.
And just no rhyme or reason for some of the stuff. Then there's the other cool thing. It's coming in at a heavy $650 price tag. We were talking about the Thundercats, the Cat's Lair.
Oh yeah.
And that's from Super 7.
It's humongous.
And the pre-orders are up for that now on their website. It's got until September to hit the goal, but they've already reached like a third of the goal already, 1,000 and change. They only need 3K.
Yeah.
So they're probably gonna hit that because Thundercats fans are crazy.
Yeah.
And it's huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
You could probably
they have it at 36.7 inches tall, and then I guess it's about as wide as the Thunder Tank because they have the Thunder Tank here on the bottom for scale.
And that's not fully open.
No. But just closed, and you see what it looks like. And then they have it in reference to the figures. And I mean, not for nothing. Like they did a good job of what it looks like, though. It is extremely accurate. They have the inside details. I don't know if it comes with. Oh no, that's part of the backer plan. Is they're gonna throw in, I think, a specific Thundercat.
Yeah.
But also the Key of Thundera accessory. So. Yeah. So if they get it by June 30th, you get the key, and the due date is the 17th of September. So yeah, it's gonna beat that because that's correct. They want that. The other thing I saw today that made my eyes bug out of my head is the insane detail on the McFarlane. He said it's a Kickstarter figure, so I don't know.
Yeah.
How I feel about that, but I might because it looks insane. It is the medieval Spawn.
Yeah.
That he's making. That I don't personally. It looks like this may be the figure that has the most detail ever made. I'm not sure. Like, have you got to see the picture of it? The front and the back? Not. Okay, if I can, I'll send you this one. This is ridiculous.
I did see like the Batman Spawn one that they're doing too.
I don't see him. I don't see them here. I would like to see. I would like to check that out because I know that those are also super high quality as well. But it looks unnecessarily ridiculously detailed. Like it's crazy.
I found it.
Crazy. G.I. Joe's having an influx of a lot of stuff. I told you like the Baroness with the red looks dope.
Yeah.
Just noticed they made the twins also. I'm like, and they look cool as hell. There's another Duke. Yeah, usually it's just the bad guys. Because I see, this is a dude with a skull and a crossbow. I've never seen this guy. What G.I. Joe is he from? All right, hold on a second. Okay. G.I. Joe out here doing their thing. Wait a second.
Yeah, they have a lot of crazy shit out too.
Yeah, they got some stuff like designs for characters I've never seen before. They actually look pretty good. Like it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff. I would like to, if you could you send me the Street Fighter people?
Okay, I'll send you the video because I only saw it in video. I didn't see like pictures of it.
Okay.
But Pixel Dan covered it, and he also showed the Mega Man stuff and stuff too. So you got to see everything, the figures and
I did not see. They have the 2023.
Yeah.
Gargoyles figures.
Yeah. They're getting too much now.
The ones that didn't come out now. Because I see they have
Xanatos?
The one with they have the Xanatos and the I guess the variant color.
Yeah.
They have a Lisa Maza standing over there, which is like finally. They have 2 different Angelas, I think.
Yes.
They have a baby gargoyle. I don't know who that's supposed to be. It looks like it could be baby Goliath, but then again, I don't know on the show who had a baby. This little gargoyle coming out of an egg. They have the old dude. They have the one that's cool though is the heavyset one, but he comes with a trench coat.
Yeah, he had like a detective episode, and that was what it's for. That he was like
he's got like Chinese food. He's got a little cauldron of food, and he's got a sandwich.
Yeah.
What? That's insane. Dude's got a sandwich.
Yeah. The Jada toys kind of impressed me too. I remember telling you about the Mega Man figures, but they actually adding more to it. They got the license for Mega Man. They also got the license for Street Fighters, which I was just talking about, and I sent you the video of. So the first wave of the Street Fighter ones is Ryu, Fei Long, and Chun Li. Then they have Ken, DJ, and Bison coming out the next wave, and then you have Cammy, Guile, and there's one more. I think Dhalsim is coming out after that.
Now, I just want somebody to go crazy with a Dhalsim figure. That's all I want. I want somebody to make him stretchy and weird looking.
But Jada toys are pretty. They look really good, and for the price point, it's not bad. Especially because Storm collectibles are about $100 each. These are like $25, and you could probably actually collect these. These are possible and affordable to collect. But the Mega Man ones actually look really cool too. They also have like cereal box characters like the Frankenberry and shit like that, and they actually look really cool too.
They did hold on. Did they do the movie Masters of the Universe characters? No, because it looks like they have the woman from the movie.
Who?
But so I'm looking at the video you sent me, right?
Yeah.
And they're going through the He-Man figures. Now there's one that is her design does not look like the show. It looks like the movie.
Oh, okay.
Like if you see it, I forgot her name though. You know the woman that in
She-Ra?
in Revelations. No.
Her. Okay. Yeah. I'm not sure.
She's the only one though that looks like she's from the movie. There's no Dolph Lundgren.
Oh, okay. Well, they did the Dolph Lundgren and Skeletor already.
Oh, that's probably why.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so now that I know that, it makes a lot more sense. Yeah, she does look like the lady from the movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's a lot of toys this year. So, if you check out the RedCycloneInc page that we have, I have a lot of the pictures of what they announced and everything like that. So if you actually want to go through them, feel free to go.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Get that Woodman. Okay.
Woodman actually looks pretty cool.
I mean, he should come with a shield. I hope he do.
He does. They said they have they kind of explained what he comes with, but they didn't have it displayed on the shelf.
Okay. All right.
And I actually like the unmasked Mega Man too.
Yes, he does look good. I will say the Guile here looks a little less good. It looks more cartoony than the.
Yeah.
Is that the Storm Collectibles one?
No, that's Jada.
No. I'm talking about the face.
Yeah.
The one that's already out is a Storm Collectibles
yes.
one. These look more like from a cartoon series, which gives them a distinct look, but they don't have that really realistic looking face to them. Because I see the Cammy right after it. She looks more like the game.
So they said the faces are supposed to be, one is supposed to be their verse face and the other one is supposed to be their default face.
Oh, okay.
When you select them.
Yeah.
One is supposed to be
Okay.
that face, and one is supposed to be when you're going one-on-one with each other. It's supposed to be that face.
Yeah, I see. It makes sense.
And they already announced Zangief is on the way, and a couple other ones that are being made by the end of next year.
I see they got Cyberpunk figures too.
Yes, they did Cyberpunk.
They don't look bad.
Yeah,
I mean, they come with cloth clothes, which is interesting. That's a bold choice.
Yeah, I sent them to Jinkies.
Oh, what the hell is this? Is this the door from Golden Axe?
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Golden
I
Axe
still
has a
have
whole
to get, because the Storm Collectibles made two of the three characters, right? Already?
Yes, they did.
And the skeletons, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. So, all right.
And they said Streets of Rage, they have a few more coming out for Streets of Rage.
Jeez, I forgot all about the Streets of Rage figures, man.
Mm-hmm. But they're based on the part 4. They're not like the old.
Yeah.
School
That's
face.
cool.
They usually do have the old head though.
Oh, they have a face.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of the old head. Yeah.
Okay. I see.
Yeah. They just want to take all your money.
This is a lot of stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot. There's a lot, and there's stuff on different fronts coming out. I don't know if you saw it. It looks pretty good. It's getting good reviews. It is a Souls-like shooter. It's called Remnant 2.
Oh yeah, it got good reviews. I saw.
Like the first one was a solid game. I didn't pick it up. I meant to pick it up on sale, but this one I don't know. Man. I might not even wait that long.
Yeah.
Because it looks crazy.
Yeah.
Like in a good way. Yes, sir.
Fucking, they're killing me with these bike mice for my Mars bikes.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the bikes?
No, I saw the picture you sent me. So if
Yeah.
they had the bikes in them, then I saw.
Yeah.
But do they have a picture of the bikes by themselves?
No, just with the bike mice. It's in the display box.
Okay, no, I saw that.
It's in their display case.
Mm-hmm.
Looks good though. Yeah. So yeah, just making me broke.
It's a lot of stuff. Then also there's, because it's STCC week, there's a lot of presentations and stuff that went on. The one I wanted to shout out was for Tekken 8.
Yeah.
Shout outs to our boy Xavier Woods, Austin Creed,
Yeah.
for being a part of that presentation, but also Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
And what's her name? Cyborg? Chris Cyborg, yes.
They were there.
For being in it. Also, I mean, part of me hopes they get characters in the game.
Mike Tyson would be crazy.
Yeah, what? That would knock people out for real. Like, what? But I mean, like, because they got Vino this King, right? But if they put like a secondary wrestler in the game and it's Creed, oh god damn,
That would be.
that'd be awesome.
That would be something different than what.
Shout outs to the
Okay.
mods that the community made for Tekken 7 to put all of them in there.
Yeah,
But could you imagine if the New Day was in Tekken 8?
I would
Dude.
love
That would be insane. Day one.
that. Talking about fighting games, Mortal Kombat 1 announced their first wave of DLC characters.
And they showed a lengthy trailer too
Yeah.
that showed off some returning characters from like MK4 and Deception, I think it was.
Yes.
Is the girl Lee May the one that people were like, who this?
Yes.
Back in the day, and we like, now I'm like, I remember you. And then Tanya, who was broken, one of the best characters they ever made in Mortal Kombat X. They had to chill on her. Now she's back and got a redesign. And they showed, they're called cameos in the game, which are like side characters. So I don't know if he has a full playable character, but they showed, I believe his name is Darius. I believe is the black bald dude with the orange shades. And I think on the hero side it was Jarek.
Okay.
Was the other guy he's a part of the infamous, this is not fatality, this is a brutality.
Yeah.
What the infamous Mortal Kombat 4 ending. Oh,
Yeah.
so good.
So of the DLC characters, all I know is the ones that are not MK. I don't know who.
Well, because they are standout characters.
Yeah.
They announced Homelander, and then they announced Omni-Man.
Omni-Man.
The two big ones, and then there's also Peacemaker,
John
which
Cena.
is straight up John Cena. Which I hope they put Stryker in the game and they make it John Cena also. That would be John Cena versus John Cena. Yes, please.
And then the other characters, I have no clue they are. No,
One of them.
Quan
One of them. They changed what he looks like, so you couldn't tell who that is. That is Ermac, which looks like a zombie.
Okay.
I don't like that.
But
But the one that I like out of everybody there, because he's like the best character they introduced in Mortal Kombat X, is Takeda. He's the guy with the metal mask on his face.
Okay, he looks cool.
He's one of the combat kids, like they call it, the ones that they brought in.
Yes.
In X, the younger generation.
Yeah.
So that's what that is on the side. And
okay, cool.
Me personally, that's the character I'm most excited for, because that guy was a badass.
I'm very curious on how Peacemaker's gonna play.
I probably like Stryker.
Probably Stryker.
He's got a gun.
Yeah.
He's a big muscle man with a gun.
And you also had that dude, that cowboy dude too.
Oh, Aaron Black?
Aaron Black, yeah.
I didn't even see him. Okay.
Well, he had a gunplay and shit.
Oh, I thought you meant he was introduced. I thought you meant he was there. Like, oh, no. No, I remember Aaron Black, but you know
I'm not
what?
crazy
Don't
about
do
Aaron
that.
Black. Yeah, Aaron Black, I don't care about.
Aaron Black was a cool character in the game in the way he played, but the way he looks there, I don't like it at all.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about it. Homelander and Omni-Man most likely will play like Superman. Well,
one of them will. One of them will.
Yeah. The other one will play like, I don't know.
Probably like Martian Manhunter.
Yeah.
That's the case. That's gonna be bad.
Yeah. But yeah, it looks cool. They also showed that and it looks pretty dope. Anything else?
I mean, there's a ton of stuff we have missed.
Yeah. I'm just going with the shit that stood out to me. But yeah, MK1's looking better too, and they showcasing some stuff. They announced also Watchmen and Crisis on Infinite Earth animes coming.
Okay, all right.
That's gonna be kind of cool.
I have not seen. Okay, so what adaptations of that storyline have there been? Obviously, besides comic.
Of Watchmen.
No, Crisis. Like you just said Crisis.
Yeah, Crisis for New Earth. They haven't done an anime yet. This will be the first. They did kind of a thing with CW, but it wasn't like the exact storyline and stuff like that. So they haven't really adapted that into really anything. So this will be the first full-length like animated movie of it.
Okay, all right.
So I'm excited to see what they do with that. And then yeah, that's all I got with that. A ton of stuff. My wallet hurts now.
Yes, sir.
I felt abused. Oh shit! Cardona's gonna fight Mika Ito.
Oh, Maki Ito?
Yeah.
What happened?
Cardona's gonna fight her.
Right now? No. Wait. What?
Yeah, 9/24. He's gonna fight her.
He's gonna fight. What?
Yeah, he's gonna fight.
That's great.
He's gonna fight her for the DDT title.
I see. I need. Yes. Please. I need to see this, and I hope the match is crazy.
Yeah.
I hope she brings out the exploding barbed wire bat, please.
Right. All right. Yeah, that's all I got.
Yes, sir. So this week's movie we have Green Lantern.
Yeah.
2011. It is PG-13. It was an hour 54. I did not see this when it came out. Did you?
No.
They have June 17th, 2011.
Yeah.
So that's when it debuted. is directed by Martin Campbell. Looking at his list, he's got some stuff on here, man. He's got some hits. He got Casino Royale. He got director GoldenEye, Mask of Zorro. Mask of Zorro is one of my favorite movies, man.
Oh,
What else he got on here?
GoldenEye.
Yeah, GoldenEye's up here. Like I said,
Vertical
he got
Limit.
2 Bonds. I told you, he got Casino. He got Casino up there. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. Edge of Darkness, I heard was good. What else is there?
Yeah, some good ones.
No Escape. Okay, that was him. All right, there's a few things that go way back.
Yeah.
Nothing that
He
would
did
make
both
you
Zorros.
think.
Master Zorro and Legend of Zorro. He did both Zorros.
Oh, he did both Zorros. Yeah, I remember. I only saw the first one though. No. Let me see the first one. The first one was what, 98 with Antonio?
Yeah. That was
Yes, I
Master
did see
Zorro.
the first
Yeah.
one. I saw the first one. Yeah, first one was awesome. I did not see the second Zorro. But okay, so it's not. It's got some stuff. We have writing credits. Oh snap! We got Greg Berlanti, the Berlanti verse. Me? Is that me? No, it's not. No E on the end of this guy's name. Michael Green on the screenplay. We have Mark Guggenheim. Excuse me. Michael Goldenberg, and those are all for screenplay. And I guess for actual story, we have Greg Berlanti, Michael Green, and Mark Guggenheim. I guess they were all involved in the comics as well.
Yeah.
And it stars Ryan Reynolds as Hal Jordan / the Green Lantern, Blake Lively as Carol Ferris, Peter Skarsgård, hello again, as Hector Hammond, Mark Strong, hello again, as Sinestro, Tim Robbins as Hammond, J.O. Sanders as Carl Ferris. We have Taika Waititi. We know him as a director now.
Yeah.
He is Tom Kalmaku. Angela Bassett as Dr. Waller.
Yeah.
They don't call her Amanda Waller.
Nope.
But you see her ID, so you know who she is. Mike Doyle as Jack Jordan. Nick Jandy as Jim Jordan. Dylan James as Jason Jordan. Wait a second.
JJ's all around.
Which Jason Jordan? Are they talking about Kurt Angle's son?
Wrong son.
We have Gatlin Griffith as Young Hal. What else we got? Don't
Those
we
are the
have
main
some
ones.
aliens? Like, I'm trying to see who voiced. They don't have. See, it's hard because I don't know the names of the aliens. So I guess Tamura Morrison as Abin Sur. I guess he was one of the aliens. He's the one that died.
The dude that talked Mr. Krabs was Parallax.
Excuse me?
Yeah,
What?
Clancy Brown. He talked Parallax.
That's clear. What? Okay.
Michael Clark Duncan Kilowatt.
Yeah, his
Which
voice was in it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Tom Ray, which is the bird dude, that was Jeffrey Rush.
Okay. And that's about it, right? That's everybody.
Yeah.
So for this one, let's see the synopsis they have. Reckless test pilot Hal Jordan is granted an alien ring that bestows him with the otherworldly powers that inducts him into an intergalactic police force, the Green Lantern Corps.
Yep.
Now, I'm not sure. You would know.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a Green Lantern fan that I at least have not read his origins and whatnot. I do know who he's supposed to be, right? I know Hal Jordan, the fighter pilot. That's all I know. So, could you tell me, did this introduction to the character, were they trying to be faithful to the original stories, or do you sense that they were trying to do something like their own?
They did the kind of how he got his ring. It's pretty on par with how he got his ring.
Okay.
I wish they went. Let's go into what we didn't have. I'll go into my back and forth with this because there's things I liked about the movie and how they told the story, but this was actually exactly from what the comic is. He actually got the ring from the same person, and he also was trained by the same person.
Okay.
So with this, I kind of just wish they went more in depth with the corp. You kind of knew what was happening, but they weren't really like a prominent thing in the movie. They were there. They trained him. Other than that, that was it. There was like, why are you there? What's the point of you guys here? And things like that. Or even if it was a galactic, like, and probably you would think the rest of the Green Lanterns would have came and helped and shit like that.
So the focus in this movie was more on Sinestro and the giant guys.
Yes.
Sitting at the pillars.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the majority of who you saw from the core.
Yeah, and then the dude that trained him and shit, and that was it. And the bird.
Yes.
But I wish they showed more, because the fact that you saw all the Green Lanterns in the ending and things like that, you saw the whole core and things. So I wish they kind of went more into that. I was telling you this, as in the movie itself, I think would have been better if they went with what their end was, and that being the movie, than what they went with this storyline, just to introduce Hal. I think Sinestro being the Yellow Corp and shit like that, and actually betraying him and things, I think would have had a better story than what they gave us in this movie.
I can see that. I can definitely see that, because you know where the things lead and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I will say, as somebody who's not invested in Green Lantern, I thought it was actually a pretty good story. I mean, Ryan Reynolds is not bad in the movie. I get that the movie is notorious for the CG for his floating head.
Yeah.
Which is fine. It is what it is. It's old by now, so it doesn't really bother me that much.
Yeah.
But I can't, again, when we say about where this falls in terms of CG, it definitely is not on the higher end when it comes to that.
Yeah.
There's stuff in here that looks impressive. I think like the main bad guy looks very good.
Yeah.
The practical effects for the guy who's his host, I thought it was actually on point.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's what it looked like in the comics or whatnot,
but yeah, they did what they did.
Like they
that's
did a good job with.
But that was also the
disgusting.
character line of combining himself with Hal Jordan, and that's when he started collecting all the rings and shit. Because Hal Jordan was.
Because I know the name Parallax, yeah.
Yes.
But for somebody who doesn't know anything about it, like the introduction of that evil force was like, okay, I see, because it's kind of like an origin story for the yellow thing in general, the yellow power in general, instead of just already starting with somebody using it. So like, if it's going origin, okay.
I felt like there was room for them to develop why the yellow was such a prominent thing. They could have explained it more into that. And I think that, again, like I will say, they'll be like that. But that's me being a Green Lantern fan, saying how they could have done this in a way that could have like been a better approach to it. But then again, also what threw me off was like I hated the fucking costumes. I really hated the suits.
Okay, I got you.
They look like gummy bears.
I think the people look like the aliens looked odd because they insisted on, in the movie, a lot of them had this. And I guess it was because of the way they wanted to portray the suits. They had this glow to their head.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just Ryan Reynolds that looked off. The guy who was, the guy he got his ring from when he was alive, when they were showing him, to me he looked off, because I don't think it was the intent of the artist when he made the character for his head to look like it was translucent like a gummy bear.
Yeah.
But the way they portrayed the suits and the way they were glowing, like that's what it looked like to me.
Yeah.
The bird guy not so much, and but Sinestro did. He also had like his head was glowing because of the suit. Like so, it just there was stuff with that bit of CG that was just off, and it was like all the characters who were suited had that to them. So it was like they probably thought it looked good, but no, it just looked off. It just looked weird. So I know what you mean.
Yeah.
It was just odd, but I have to say this movie was probably a victim of the bigger is better mentality. The we have to beat out Marvel, so we got to throw all the money.
Yeah.
You got to remember the time period when this came out. This was like when everything was ramping up.
Yeah.
So we at this point we do not have all the no, we don't have all the Marvel guys together. Like Thor we just finished watching Thor, so he just got his movie.
Yeah.
We did not even get to Captain America yet.
Yeah.
So again, but you could tell that this was their attempt, and they were like, bigger is better. Throw all the money.
Yeah.
Throw all the money. And I'm like,
I think they could have been better with this. I'm disappointed with this movie. It took me a bit to watch it because I kept falling asleep on it. I'm sorry, I just kept falling asleep on it. But again, and I don't even blame Ryan Reynolds. I think he was I thought he was a fine Hal Jordan. I didn't think he was a bad character. I just felt like, again, the CG was just so off. Like there's a lot of things that you could have just did practical effects with that probably looked way better than what you presented with this.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That's true.
And then just focus the technology on the ring and shit the ring could do.
Yeah.
And then that was my big thing. I wish they showed more of that.
See, even though there was a lot that was off about it, I appreciate the stuff that he did when he had his CG. Because I never would have thought to drop somebody in a pool of water and then throw the superheated water at the dude's face. I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. There was some stuff that they used with his character's line of thinking, which is how the ring works. Yeah. It was like, oh, okay. Yeah. This is more than just a big fist. Yeah. Because that was his favorite thing in the cartoon back in the day. Yeah. Got that big green fist for you.
They explained it too, because if you actually go, depending on the lantern, they made more like if you go to Kyle Ragnar, that dude was an artist. So the shit he created with that ring, he did some crazy ass shit. As in Hal Jordan is a very basic dude. He like fist and hammers and shit, and that's what he made.
This movie, at least they give you the explanation. Yeah. They tell you where it comes from. But I'm just saying, regardless of how basic his stuff was, at least it was inventive in the moments for the times he needed it, and it wasn't just the big old hand. You know what I mean?
Get you. Yeah. So, well, we got that in the end. You got the big.
Yeah. Well, you gotta have the big fist in there.
Gotta get the big fist in the end. I enjoyed the movie more than I thought I would, but I still kind of low on it because, again, I'm like if DC, if I have a top 5 DC, it is Flash, it is Batman, it is Green Lantern, Superman, and I guess Nightwing. Those are my top 5 DC. Not a big DC in the rating, but those are the books I read. Those are the books I paid attention to and things like that. And Hal Jordan was always one of my favorite Lanterns. I like Kyle Ragnar a lot too, just because how his art fucking really does with the ring is fucking crazy. Like he made a whole like Knights of Justice kind of thing where he's attacking somebody, so that's like crazy. John Stewart, he's a military guy. He always did guns and shit, but I wish they went more into like actually being creative with the Green Lantern. I think they could have added more into the Green Lantern Corps and that core story as well. Again, I feel like if Sinestro was the villain, I think you could still have Parallax as one of the big things, but have him like possess Sinestro and going into it, I think it would have been a better movie. Just the fact that you have the dude that betrays the Green Lantern, so you have more drama with that, and also the Parallax and him helping each other and things, and then he finally takes over the fear shit. I think you would have had a better movie and a better way into a sequel and then what we got. But it wasn't that bad though. I thought it was going to be a lot worse.
Yep.
I didn't have high hopes for this movie either, so it was like.
Well, I did after watching X-Men again, so.
But
I think I was fine.
The practical effects, like I feel like you could have actually just made a suit and not do the CGI suits. I did not like the suits at all.
And I think they learned from that because this movie flopped. Yeah. And they ain't do CG suits for main characters like that. I'm trying to think unless it was specifically like somebody like Cyborg or something. Like they didn't do all that. And not even the characters that can fly and stuff, like Superman and whatnot. You know what I mean? So.
And not for nothing, the Sinestro core suit actually looked pretty decent in the end, in the end credits shit. So, what are you rating this movie?
I'm gonna give it a 2.75.
2.75, alright. So your 275s consist of Fantastic Four, Bulletproof Monk, those two. That's it.
I put this after Bulletproof Monk.
Okay. Green Lantern 275. I went with a 2 for myself, and this is underneath Bulletproof Monk as well. Our next movie in this long list of movies that we are conquering, we're like maybe I say we're closer to half than less than quarter, more than a quarter. Our next movie is another Marvel MCU. We go into Captain America: The First Avenger.
Yes, sir. That's it.
I've actually liked that movie a lot.
Shut it down.
Yes.
Shut it down. Nothing but bias here.
So Captain America is next movie. Cowboys and Aliens is after that. Conan the Barbarian follows that, and then we'll be wrapping up 2011. 2012 again will be Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance, Chronicles, Avengers, Men in Black, Amazing Spider-Man, Dark Knight Rises, and Dread. 2013 will be Iron Man 3, Man of Steel, Lone Ranger, R.I.P.D., Red 2, Wolverine, and Snowpiercer, and Two Guns, and Kick-Ass 2, and Thor: The Dark World. So we're getting there. A lot of stuff coming.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And hey, if you want to donate to our San Diego Comic-Con fund, hey, feel free to send some money to get some of these figures, because it's expensive as hell.
There's a lot of figures. If you want to sponsor us, okay.
Yes.
I'll
we'll
say
review
your
them for
figures
you.
is nice.
We'll review them for you. Just send them for you. We'd be happy to accept them.
Put them on the Merc with the Mic TikTok. Yes, sir.
Yes. All right. That's it. Wrap this up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Make sure you follow us anywhere and everywhere. RedCycloneInc. That is Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. That is YouTube. That is SoundCloud. That is Spotify. And we got a WordPress. So check it out. Where you at, Merc?
Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitch, or Merc the Mic. Follow my TikTok, Merc the Mic. I am doing a lot of figure photography, things like that. I may try to start doing some Twitch unboxings as well, so stay tuned for that on my Twitch channel, Merc with the Mic. Shout outs to Popcorny Podcast. I was been a guest on there last week, and it's Tenacious T and his buddy Jeremy Sriracha. They have a pop culture podcast, so definitely check it out. Give them some love and give them a follow. It's on Spotify, Popcorny, and that is it. Peace out, laters, and always remember, follow the Jinkies.